לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom umevorach. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom umevorach. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and welcome to our service. We're coming to you from our beautiful sanctuary. As always, you will find a link to the prayer book pages PDF for the service in the comments. And just for everybody to know that today is the first Shabbat of Elul, and we are changing prayer books, so we're using Mishkan Halev. So if you're using Mishkan Tefillah at home, you're going to have to put it aside because you're going to be lost otherwise. So you can really only follow the service today on the PDF that we sent this morning and that you also can find in the comments. Important information will appear during the service in the comments, and for that we thank Dave Zucker and Riley Hendricksey who are managing our streaming today. Please say hi if you're watching by typing Shabbat Shalom in the comments line and clicking enter. If you have some problems and need immediate help, please contact 913-303-1134. That's our CBT technical support line. How about that? We have a technical support line. If you have any feedback about our service this evening, we suggest that you take notes and send us an email during the week with your comments. We thank you in advance for that. And again, Shabbat Shalom. We welcome Shabbat together now as we light the candles, and the prayers for the candles are found on the first page of your PDF packet. It's on page number 10.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And if you see more details on our service today, it's because we're also broadcasting for the very first time with our new camera.
That's right.
It's a Shechayanu moment. So that should look slightly different for many of you at home. We continue our service on page 22 as we join together in singing Lecha Dodi, and we are actually singing the entire page 22. La 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 Lecha Dodi, la 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 Likrat Kala, la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekadela. Lecha Dodi, ya la 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 Likrat Kala, ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekadela. Dai dai, ya la 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 Lecha Dodi, ya la 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 Likrat Kala, ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekadela. Likrat Shabbat, Lechu ben Helchan, כל הברכה לדרוש מקדם לסוכן סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה יאי לי לי יא לה 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 Lecha Dodi, ya la 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 Likrat Kala, ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekadela. Da 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 Lecha Dodi, ya la 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 Likrat Kala, ya la 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 B'nei Shabbat, B'nei Shabbat Nekadela. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala. גם בשמחה ובצולה מתוך אמונה עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה די 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 יאללה לה 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 לך דודי יאללה לה 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 לקראת גולה יאללה לה 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 בני שבת בני שבת נקבל יאללה לה 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 לך דודי יאללה לה 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 לקראת גולה יאללה לה 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 בני שבת בני שבת נקבל We continue together in the middle of page 29. Holy is twilight, the realm of in-between. And so our sages taught, pray in the moments when light and darkness touch. We are all twilight people, beyond categories and labels. May the sacred in-between of this evening suspend our certainties, soften our judgments, widen our vision. Let it illumine our way to the God who transcends all boundaries and definitions. Blessed are you, God of all, who brings on the twilight. Bottom of page 31.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Again, everybody. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love that you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
On page 35, we continue together Ve'ahavta for Elul. You shall love the ones who are close with all your heart, with all your spirit, with all your strength. Remember these words, inscribe them on your heart, love them when they struggle, when they sadden and disappoint you, love them when they fail. See the good within them, even when they can't. Look at them and listen even when it's hard. Be grateful for their guidance, even their reproof, when they save you from yourself. Love them when they give you joy, and love them when they don't. When you lie down, let go of anger. When you rise up at dawn, begin again. Praise them for their deeds at home. Speak to them in public with respect. Bind yourself to the ones you love with promises kept and vows fulfilled. Open to them the gates of your heart, the doorway of your soul. Let them know you. So shall the one you cherish feel your love, your presence, and your care. Michamocha is on page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך בדם הקודש, תורת תהילות עושה פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך, פוקע ים ובשל מרים, צליאנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
We continue on page 42. Bless our sleep with peace, Adonai, and awaken us to life when we rise. With power sublime spread over us your shelter of shalom, and through your wisdom restore us, make us whole. Let your name proclaim your presence in our lives. Be our shield, make us stronger than the enemies we face, illness and war, famine and sorrow. Stronger than the enemies in our hearts, wickedness and sin. Carry us to safety on wings. For you are the monarch of grace, the sovereign of compassion. You are the one who cares for us and sets us free. Watch over us, we who go forth to life. Watch over us, that we may come home in peace, now until the end of time.
Baruch atah Adonai haporech sukkah shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai haporech sukkah shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. ועל ירושלים ועל כל עמו, ועל ירושלים שלום. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו, שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו, שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם. בברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש.
We now take a moment each one of us to pray the Amidah, the Tefillah, the next prayers silently. It goes through page 75. Now, this prayer book has only one Amidah, so it is a little longer, so you may choose either the even pages or the odd pages, and you may be able to find then some continuity. Either way, this is a moment for each one of us to pray silently at home with our family, with our loved ones, or by ourselves. I'm going to do the traditional Amidah, and then we will come back together for a prayer. We begin on page 48.
Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. כי אתה מלך הדור לכל השלום. כי אתה מלך הדור לכל השלום. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. We now turn our thoughts to those in need of healing. You may access the Mi Sheberach list through the e-news that you received this morning. You can also follow the link on our comments. If you like to offer names now, please type them in the comments so we can all see them. thank you in advance for going ahead and as we offer a prayer for those in need of healing, we also turn our thoughts to those who help in healing, first responders and health workers all over the world during this pandemic. May the one who blessed and led our forebears give countenance unto those who provide help for the ill and troubled among us. May they be filled with fortitude and courage, endowed with sympathy and compassion as they give strength to those at their side. May they fight against despair and continue to find within themselves the will to reach out to those in need. And in their love of others, may they feel the blessing of community and the blessing of renewed faith. It is now time for our Simcha moment, and if you are so moved, please share a special Simcha, a joy from this past week by typing the Simcha in the comments line. It may include a birthday, anniversary, good news, and accomplishments of all and any kind. Please use just a few words and click enter. And my simcha was that I was on vacation last weekend, last Shabbat. So it was good to be away. It's always too short, but hey, that's what everybody says when they come from vacation, right? Come back. So but it was good to be away. Today I have a poem, a prayer to share with all of you. It comes from our Mishkan Halev, the prayer book that we're using during the month of Elul and through Slichot, actually through parts of Tishrei as well. We use it, the last time we will use it will be Shabbat Shuvah, the Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So a little over a month away from us. And this poem is by Linda Pastan, and it's an evocation of the persistence of memory that echoes in the prayer Avot ve'Imaot, which is at the beginning of the Amidah, and leads us towards God by inviting us at the outset to contemplate the memory of those who came before us. And her poem is called Parting the Waters, and it's part of a kavanah, an intention from the Elul Psalms. And this is how it goes. Nothing is lost. The past surfaces from the salted tide pool of oblivion over and over again. And here it is now, complete, with ironed sheets, all sins and pewter candlesticks. My mother and aunts approach, shaking the water from their freshly washed hair like aging mermaids. They have been here all along, sewing or reading a book, waiting for the wand of memory to touch them. We now gather all the simchas that you have shared with us and offer a prayer. Divine source of blessings, we thank you for everything that enriches our lives. We turn to you now with gratitude as we share in the happiness of those who mark their birthday, anniversary, good news, and accomplishments. Adonai, be with them now and always. May they be blessed with health and happiness, and with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. As we honor each one of you for the gifts that you bring to our sacred community, we join together in song as we mark this sacred occasion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
There are very few texts in the Torah which are quoted more often than the words of Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 30, which are found in the beginning of this week's Torah portion, Parashat Shofetim. Most of you have heard them, both in Hebrew and in English. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue. And perhaps no other biblical verse in the history of humanity has been more ignored than tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice you shall pursue. We must pursue justice because justice eludes us regularly. I do want to make a distinction before we continue between social justice and social action. In the Jewish tradition, we speak of gemilut chasadim, dispensing compassion and care. And during this global pandemic, our acts of gemilut chasadim are very important, and that's what we call social action. And they are needed because the need is greater. The drive-through collection of hygiene supplies that we did a few weeks ago to benefit our neighbors and friends at Calvary Temple in KC Mo, as well as the delivery of meals to some of the congregants at their church, had a great positive impact on their lives. They told us how grateful they are for our help. It was great to see so many of you take an active role in doing an act of gemilut chasadim, an act of loving kindness. As helpful as those actions are for them and for our sense of doing the right thing by our neighbors, they are not doing the work of justice. It is the right thing to do, and it makes us feel good about it, but it is not social justice. Doing the work of social justice would mean to change the conditions that lead our friends at Calvary Temple, who are African American, to be impacted so disproportionately by this pandemic. Pursuing tzedek, social justice, would mean doing something to end not only the systemic racism, but also the lack of access to health care, education, and decent housing that many of the members of the church have to deal with on a daily basis. Doing the work of justice would mean taking concrete actions like marching, writing to our elected officials, organizing a campaign to change laws and ordinances and attitudes. The kind of change that we seek in the work of justice cannot be done by one individual, by one rabbi or one congregant, or for that matter, not even by one synagogue. The work of justice takes a group effort because there is strength in organizing. It also takes time, sometimes years, but we need to start sometime. And it just so happened that earlier this year, someone who's local, a local community organizer who works for a national organization called Justice Matters, contacted me about being part of an interfaith justice organization, which it does not exist yet. Some of you might be familiar with their work in Douglas County, where they were successful in organizing and passing a levy to build and fund a new mental health center as a way to help with the high rate of incarceration among black and brown minorities. Now, instead of being sent to jail, individuals dealing with mental health issues are treated with dignity and given the care they need instead of being arrested by the police and going in and out of the criminal system. The mental health levy worked for Douglas County and for its residents, but it might not be what Johnson County needs. Since we are in the early stages of the process, we do not know what the issue will be that will bubble up to the surface here in Johnson County. The process will involve creating an interfaith justice organization in the county, then doing a huge listening campaign, identifying the issue we would like to address, and then taking action and doing justice work. Put it in another way, the difference between social action and social justice is the difference between treating the symptoms of an illness instead of treating the cause of the illness. Social action deals with the consequences of injustice, whereas social justice tries to address the reason why it happens in the first place. Obviously, we need both. We must treat the symptoms as well as the root of this or that inequality. Today is the very first Shabbat of the last month of the Hebrew calendar, the month of Elul. Our tradition teaches that we must prepare to enter the new year by doing cheshbon hanefesh. Cheshbon hanefesh, soul reckoning, an evaluation of our motivations and actions during the past year. So I wonder, have we done enough social action? Have we spent time and resources addressing the immediate needs of the orphan, the widow, the stranger, those left behind by our society? I think we have done some. We can always do more. Social action is necessary, but to be honest, it is relatively easy for us to do. It is quick, rewarding, and we can see its effect almost immediately. And really, there should be no reason why we should not get 100% participation from our congregants. Just to be clear, we're not getting that. Our rate is around 20% this past year. We must and we will do better. Yet the real question I think we should ask ourselves is how much justice work we have done. And please forgive me But I'm not talking about liking a social justice post on Facebook or expressing outrage at the latest tweet of the president. That's all good, but it does nothing to advance the work of justice. And by the way, vote by all means, but do not think for a minute that voting alone can change our society. It is a start, but let us not congratulate ourselves too much on that. Most of us will never face what African Americans and other minorities often face at the polls. In other words, there's no reason to skip an election. No, I'm actually asking you instead to think about how much time and resources we have spent on doing justice work as individuals, and how about as a congregation. How much have we done to end this or that injustice? It is not a political thing. It's really our religious obligation. It's in the Torah. I can tell you my answer. We've done very little. We are good at collecting stuff, at addressing the symptoms, but in the last year, we have done very little to address the roots of injustice in our own backyard. And Johnson County is not immune to injustice and inequality, so it should not be hard to find an issue that we can work on together. The goal of doing cheshbon hanefesh, this reckoning of the soul, is not to beat ourselves up over the head, but rather to think about what we can do better next year. Which brings me back to the new organization we're trying to get off the ground. At this moment, we are at the beginning stages of the process, and it is for clergy only. But that will change in the coming month when lay leaders will be involved. If you're watching this evening and thinking that you would like to be part of this exciting new organization, please let me know. This is not the last time you will hear me talk about this important issue. If you're satisfied with doing social action, we want you to continue to do what you are doing. It is much needed. But if you rather work on the causes of injustice, please know that 5781 will bring new opportunities for all of us to get involved and make a lasting change in our county. This week's Torah portion teaches tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice you shall pursue. And the repetition of the word tzedek has led many commentators to conclude that God demands from us more than the mere organization of the judiciary, but something far more important and personal. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel teaches, quote, the term pursue, tirdov, carries strong connotations of effort, eagerness. This implies more than merely respecting or following justice. We must actively pursue it, end quote. Heschel, and some of you know, he was very involved in the civil rights movement, knew that the Jim Crow laws were legal. The judges ruled by those laws. But Heschel also knew that it was a subversion of justice, and that God could not have meant that applying unjust laws could remotely be called tzedek. The pursuit of justice means that we must work to eliminate all unjust laws and ordinances, which are the cause of injustice still today. As we consider embarking on the work of justice, we are reminded of the often quoted words by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Change takes a long time, but it does happen. And I pray that in the new year, we will begin our work to bend it. Shabbat Shalom.
I'm all fired up.
We'll get there. slowly.
It's all right. I've got a few things on my plate over the next few weeks.
We continue now with our moment of remembrance, and I invite you to turn to page 85. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. Our thoughts now turn to our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We are observing the Shloshim period for Monica Kitt, mother and mother-in-law of Jeffrey and Barbara Kitt, and grandmother of Alexa and Sydney. Issy Ozer, husband of Leslie Ozer, and father and father-in-law of Stephanie and Adam Eliashar, and grandfather of Jonah and Sarah. And Rosalie Sternick, mother of Frank Sternick. We also remember those who died in this season in years past, especially the following yortsites of members of our congregation: Victoria Bellotti, Jack Belmont, Laura Bram, Sylvia Brumberg, Alex Crane, Maury Firestone, Yocheved Fleckier, Jack Gersh, Hyman Golden, Ida Kaplan, Maureen Kupperman, Helen Lesky, Jacob Lowenstein, Louis Lowenstein, Wilburine J. Markham, Minnie Moses, Gus Moskowitz, Edith Parkins, Seal Leifer Prager, Maya Rosentrader, Jerry Rottenberg, Crystal Seltzer, Sharon Haith Weinstein. Zichronam Livracha, may the memories be for a blessing. Together on page 86, we join as we recite Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Itgadal ve'itkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alema divra chirute ve'amlich malchute, b'chayechon u'vyamechon u'b'chayei dechol Beit Israel, ba'agala ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דא אמירם בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. We would like to thank everyone who's joined us from our area and from around the world. Special thanks to Joel Christopher here on my left and Leslie Zucker for the lovely music, and to Dave Zucker and Riley Hendricksey for managing our comments. We will be back here tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. for our morning service on Facebook Live. Just a reminder that although our building is now open, you must have an appointment with a member of our staff in order to be let into the building. Our entire staff can still be reached by calling our office during normal business hours. We're here for you. If you would like to join us for Torah study, our Sichat Shabbat will begin tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on Zoom. Please see the event on Facebook. Tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m., we will have a Mincha Bat Mitzvah of Emma Bowen, and it's going to be on Facebook Live. Please join us if you're around. You'll watch that. It's not going to be inside.
No.
It's going to be in a different place. You're going to have to wait and see. Our next in-person service opportunity will be next Shabbat. We will have our second outdoor service on Friday, August the 28th at 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. because of the sun.
7:30.
Details for registration were included in the e-news that you received this morning. Yesterday, you also received the first email about 5781, our next high holiday schedule. It includes a complete schedule and details about registration for our in-person services. They're very limited, so
Yes.
And there are really only 2 in here. Everything else is pretty much outdoors. So hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Right in the middle of ragweed season. Yay!
We look forward to sharing this high holiday season with you in a variety of meaningful ways. Please keep in mind that the deadline to request to attend high holiday services in person is September 10th. Please refer to the email that we sent out on Thursday for more details.
Oh, and there's more.
Oh, I know
so
there's
much
more, but we can't
It's
do
not
everything.
too late to become a CBT small group leader. As 5781 rolls in, we will be rolling out a new year of small groups. The deadline to submit ideas for your small group is Monday, August 24th, and the form is in your e-news. This Wednesday, song session is back on the 26th. We're gearing up for the High Holy Days, going over some melodies for that. And leading up to the High Holy Days, we are still coming together over the screen every Thursday night to engage in meaningful conversations and intentional activities. I hear that the kugel making was very exciting this past Thursday. And coming up, we're very pleased to announce it's the first of 3 conversations led by Rabbi Mark Levin. And this one is the theme of Yom Kippur, how the opening and closing prayers set the themes for the day. I think that sounds really exciting. Check your e-news for that Zoom link. And honestly, there's so much more. I could probably talk for the next 20 minutes and not tell you everything that's going on right now. So check your e-news, check Facebook, because we want to go have dinner.
Thank you, Leslie. Make sure, yes, that you follow us on Facebook, you like it, and you leave us comments there about the service and other offerings. We will conclude our service singing together Olam Chesed Ibaneh is on page 92.
Olam chesed yibaneh, Yaradai, Yaradai, Yaradai. Olam chesed yibaneh, Yaradai, Yaradai, Yaradai.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Take
Have
care
a
of each other
wonderful
out there.
evening.